Hello and welcome to Video Notebook, my friends. Today we're going to talk about types of quadrilaterals, my friends. All right, and a quadrilateral is simply a polygon with four sides. And that makes sense because quad means four, right? So all of these will have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and that makes them all quadrilaterals. And let's go ahead and get started with the parallelogram, my friend. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with two pair of congruent sides. So this side here, the length of AC right here, is congruent or the exact same length as BD. So what I did here is I made the little sign for congruent. This squiggly line and an equal sign means congruent. So line segment AC, which is from here to here, is congruent with line segment BD, which is from here to here. You also have line segment AB, this segment here, is congruent with CD, this segment here. Now you also have two pair of parallel sides. So this right here is parallel with this right here, and this line here is parallel with this line here. So that is a parallelogram, and bam, there you have that information. Let's take a look at a rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral with two pair of congruent sides, two pair of parallel sides, and all angles are 90 degrees. So it's basically a parallelogram with all angles at 90 degrees. Let's take a closer look here. And just like our parallelogram, we've got line segment AC. Line segment AC is congruent to line segment BD here, right? And then we also have line segment AB, which is right here, is congruent with line segment CD right here. So they're the same length. Now the only difference here, oh wait, I got to back up because I forgot about the parallel. This line AC is parallel with this line here. So we can make our two little slash marks, which mean parallel. Let's go ahead and do that right now. This is parallel with this. And this right here is parallel with this right here. Superb, my friends. Now, the only other added information is that this is a 90-degree angle, and that little L there means it's 90 degrees. And then that also means that this is a 90-degree angle, this is a 90-degree angle, and this is a 90-degree angle because all angles are 90 degrees. And bam, that is the information for a rectangle, my friends. Let's move on down to a square. And a square is basically a rectangle where all four sides are the exact same length. So let's go ahead and look at what this would look like here. So a square is a quadrilateral with four congruent sides. So that means right here, AC is congruent to AB. So AC is congruent to AB. So they're the exact same length. AC is congruent to BD. So AC is congruent to BD, right? And then you got AC is congruent to CD. So AC is congruent to CD. So all four sides are the exact same length, right? Then you also have two pair of parallel sides, just like both the parallelogram up here and the rectangle right here. So let's go ahead and make our little marks that indicate that these are parallel. So this is parallel with this. This is parallel with this, right? And then finally, all angles are 90 degrees. So this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. And bam, there you have it, my friends. That right there is the difference between a parallelogram, a rectangle, and a square. Let's move over here to the rhombus, because a rhombus is really a square that someone sat on and they kind of squished it to the side. So a rhombus is a quadrilateral with four congruent sides. So just like this square, all the sides are congruent. Let's go ahead and look at that. So once again, you've got AC is congruent with AB. So this is the same length as this, right? AC is congruent with BD. So this is the exact same length as this right here. and AC is congruent with CD. So this is the exact same length as this right here. So all of these are the exact same length, right? Now, not only are they congruent sides, but you got two pair of parallel sides. So once again, this here is parallel with this here, and this side here is parallel with this side here. Now, the difference between a rhombus and a square is simply the fact that a square will have 90-degree angles, and these angles are not 90 degrees. We don't know what they are. They could vary. However, they are not 90-degree angles. And that is a rhombus, my friends. Let's move on over here to the big bad trapezoid. Now, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides. So this here is parallel with this right here. Now, this trapezoid right here is actually called an isosceles trapezoid, and you'll notice that the short end up here is kind of in the middle of the base here. It could be off to the side a little bit, or one side or the other, or it even could be flipped upside down so that the short end was down here and the long end was up on top. Now, there is also a right trapezoid which once again will have this line here parallel with this line here. However, it also has two right angles. So this is a 90-degree angle here, and this here would be a 90-degree angle as well. So those are your two examples of trapezoids. And once again, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides. So this is parallel with this, and down here this is parallel with this. Fantastic. Let's move on to our final quadrilateral of today, and that, my friends, is a kite. So let's take a closer look at the old kite here, my friends. Now, a kite is a quadrilateral with two pair of congruent sides. All right, so that means right here, AB is congruent to AD. So AB is the same length as AD. These two lines are congruent. And BC is congruent with DC. So BC is the exact same length as DC right here. Bam, love that. Now on top of that, you've got angle B right here is congruent with angle D right here. So this angle here is going to be congruent with this angle here. Now the lengths can vary, right? And the angles can vary depending on the dimensions of the kite, but they are going to, all of these are going to be congruent. So this line will be congruent with this line will be congruent with this line, and this angle here will be congruent with this angle here. So once again, a kite, a quadrilateral with two pair of congruent sides and one pair of congruent angles. Bam, there you have it. Hey, there's a lot of other really cool things with the kite, but you'll learn about that a little later, my friends. For right now, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and pause this video and get all this good information copied into your notebook, and that way you can use it for future reference. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.